And we do have Sherry Arneson will be kicking this off tonight for us. She's going to be doing all the announcements. And I just want to give a shout out to you, Sherry. She's been kicking some butt majorly right now. She's gotten some new distributors. She speaks so wonderfully when it comes to telling her story and about the products and what it's done for her. So I just love listening to you talk about this business and about the products and what they're doing. And people are listening and you're getting results. So I love it. And everybody knows that it takes more than once to usually talk to people. And Sherry, I don't know if you're going to share anything about your new distributors, but I'm very proud of you for being persistent and talking to those people and getting in their family. So I think that's awesome. So anyway, we'll let you take over here, Sherry. Nope. Let me unmute you.
I think I just did.
You got it.
Okay. Well, thank you, Bridget, very much. This is my first time doing announcements, so I'm not going to pretend I'm just not nervous. So I really am excited to be here, though, and honored that you asked me to do the announcements. Just quickly, I'm an RN, and my husband's an eye doctor. We have 7 children and 7 great grandchildren now. I have probably, I'll just say in 2010, I had a sarcoma diagnosis, which was kind of scary. And my doctor had told me any inflammation, any cancer starts with an inflammation at the cellular level. And so when Regina brought this to me, I was pretty excited when you're talking about oxidative stress being lowered 40% in 30 days. So I had to do my, homework and see, and it didn't take me long to join up taking product and then also using or getting into the business part of it too. It was just a good time for me. And I guess it's just been a lifelong dream of mine, is just to help as many people as I can with their health. And America is not in good shape right now. So this has been exciting. I have met so many new friends and reacquainted with old friends, and it's just been a blessing all around. So I guess she already welcomed everybody, but excited that you're all on. And I know at least I have one of my new distributors on too, Kirsten, who's just so full of energy. She's just so fun. And everybody who's new, I welcome you for the first time, and hope you pick up some nuggets here tonight. It's really good to mark your calendars. I always put every Sunday at 8:30, and I actually set my phone alarm for about 20 after 8. Sundays can kind of slip away from you sometimes, so I find that really helps me. When I wanted to remind everybody about September 7th, coming up pretty soon. It's the team training from 9 to noon. You can do a virtual training, or you can go in person to Grand Island, and the information's on Facebook, or don't hesitate to ask your mentors. If it's your first time, it really is, it's great to go in person and feel the energy and meet people face to face. So if you can at all, go in person. Sometimes virtual is just, fits better. So I'm glad there's both options. Also want to say August 31st is the deadline for early bird pricing, $99 for Long Beach, California. So, I mean, I love going. I never thought I'd travel to these things, but it really is, you can share rooms and try to share costs as much as possible. And it's a really great motivator, and you pick up a lot of new things. And it's really exciting that we're coming out with a new product this time. We'll all be able to go home with some new product. October 5th and 6th, I believe. It's that first weekend, or 4th and 5th. Sorry, I didn't have that exactly down. Talk to your upline about that too. Also, August 31st is the last time to get in on a payment option if Cancun is your goal. And I'd say it'd be a great thing. It's supposed to be an amazing 5-star resort. We've never been to Cancun, and we are signed up to go, and I'm super excited about it. So this is a trip that you can earn. So that's double exciting. They do want you to be signed up first, though. They're doing it a little different this year. It's a 5-star resort for 4 days, and everything's included. So that just sounds wonderful. I wanted to go through a little bit about how to earn it. You can earn points by enrolling customers or distributors, helping your teammates rank advance, or you rank advancing yourself, which goes along with signing people up. It just happens when you sign people, and just share the products. When I hit Pro 4 this month, I'll earn 300 points. And then if I hold it these next months, the contest ends in December, I'll earn the trip free. So I'm super excited about that. It's like 300 points when you rank advance, and 900 if I keep holding Pro 4 each month. So that's a pretty good deal. I think that's doable. So the bonus right now, another thing here in August, is to sign up 2 distributors, and then if between the 2 of them in September there is 300, I don't know, is it product points, product volume, or organizational volume? Between the 2 new distributors, you earn 200 Cancun points. So there are also other incentives that they do along the way besides the rank advancing and signing up people. So I also want to point out Pacesetter, just a little, to anyone who's in their first 90 days, you can earn $700 extra bonus money. So it's hard, talk to your enroller about that. They'll know everything, all the details. I guess that looks like it's about it, Bridget. So thank you very much, everybody.
Awesome job, Sherry. I appreciate you including all those fine details, because sometimes we kind of get through and we're like, I can't remember what's going on. So this is such a great reminder of everything that's going on in LifeVantage and what they're doing for us and how to gain points, how to earn extra money. So I absolutely love that. And if you're not registered for Long Beach, you guys get there. It is life-changing for your business. And you new people, I know there's a little bit of a sacrifice, but I'm telling you, every new distributor that goes and makes that sacrifice loves it. They're like, I'm so glad I did it. I see the vision now. And your belief is bulletproof, and you come back and you're just on fire. You're excited. And so I just recommend getting there any way you can. Like Sherry said, there's ways we can earn that, or, we can stay with people, we can share rides type thing. We're probably not going to drive to California. So look for good flights, or maybe have some points on something that you can use for flights. But anyway, get there if you can. It's awesome. It's amazing. So with that, I'm going to share my screen with you guys. We are going to continue on our path of talking to you guys about the roadmap and the steps we need to take in this roadmap and how to get through it so we can get results and follow through. And it all starts with your story. So I'm going to get my screen shared here. All right, I'm going to start right here. So same as last time, we're getting into action, guys. That's part of this business. This does not happen without us opening our mouths, talking to people, sharing tools. So get yourself into action and you will get results. So we're going to start off by just a quick review of the roadmap, because everybody should know this is our system. This is our Bible, so to speak. This is what we follow, getting people through to the final result of enrolling or sharing a cart to get them on the products. So the roadmap starts with basically, you obviously have to have a conversation with somebody, but your first step is to get them to a tool, which that tool that we use is biohackandactivate.com. And this is just an excellent tool for anybody. I will say that it was hard for me sometimes to share some of this information with medical professionals because I didn't feel like it was enough information until this Biohack and Activate website was created, because we have an amazing little video with medical professionals that explain why this is important to people's health. And when you've got medical professionals of different eras, from chiropractors to pharmaceutical to physical therapy, occupational therapy, physicians. They all are sharing a little bit of information about why people need this product. It is a huge, huge benefit. So again, biohackandactivate.com, use that as your tool to share with people. The second step is getting them to an overview. That's just giving them more business information. Before they get to that step, if they ask information about products, the circles in the center there, the 3 gray circles, that's what you're going to share with them. You're either going to share the Facebook page, you're going to share videos on products that they're asking about, or your story. And this is what we're going to talk about today, is sharing your story. But I quickly want to go over these steps. So that'll be part of, maybe you might share your story in the very beginning, but sometimes you have to share it after you share the Biohack and Activate page, because they're asking more questions of you. The overview is just more, step 2, the overview is just more business information. And step 3, this step is another step that can come at any point in your conversation with these people. But typically, if you can get them through the first 2 steps, at the 3rd step, you want to get them on a 3-way chat with somebody in your upline or a mentor of yours in the business, so they can help share and help them make a decision as to what they want to do for products, or if they want to enroll as a distributor. But that 3-way chat is super validating for you as the resource for them. It just validates when you put a third party in there and they're telling that person the same thing that you are, or more information. It gives them and you value, and they will come to a decision a lot faster if you've got that third party in there helping you with that conversation. So step 4 and 5 are basically making that recommendation. Step 5 is sending them the cart and enrolling them. So that is our roadmap. That is the system. So if anybody tells you how do you do this business, well, we share a tool, then we get them to an overview, or give them information about an overview, and which is more business information. Then we have them chat with somebody in our upline, or a mentor of ours, and then we help them make a decision to what they want to do. So that is our roadmap. So I love that this is spelled out so easily. We are so blessed to have people that are more talented than me that did this. So I'm going to skip over some of this stuff because I did it all in one. So here we are telling our story, and on our roadmap, it is right here because it's showing you that might be something that people need to hear. You might have started this conversation with somebody and they just asked you about a product, or said something about their pain in their leg or something like that. You said, well, hey, I might have something you want to take a look at. Can I send you a video, or can I send you a link to a website? And then they'll say, yes, well, you didn't have time to tell your story even there. And that's completely fine. You don't have to start with your story, but your story can be submerged in there anywhere. Now, if you're talking to somebody and they ask you what you're doing right now, your story pops up then, and then they'll want to know more information. So then you're going to share the Biohack and Activate. So I just want to tell you that, so you know your story can pop in anywhere. It doesn't have to be the first thing they hear. It doesn't have to be, you might not ever share your story in some ways. They might just start going through the roadmap and you're not having to tell it, and they'll hear it the first time when you do a presentation for them. So I just wanted to point that out to you, but it is a big key component when you share your story with passion and emotion. That's what's going to pull those people to you, okay? But your story, why do we share it? Because it is the key element to bridging your prospect to the product or the business. So if you're sharing with somebody, with your prospects, you're out there talking and you want to find a pain of theirs, and you tell them your story has a little bit of pain in there. And we'll go through the steps of our story and how to build your story. But you're bringing an emotional connection when you're telling them why you're doing it, because people will listen to what you're saying, your emotions, more than they are going to say facts about things. When they see you are a stay-at-home mom and you were just tired of staying home, you needed some extra money and you wanted a way to get out of the house, that might relate to somebody. So when you start telling your story, you're going to emotionally connect to somebody out there. So that's why we tell our story. They don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So that's why you have to give them a reason why you're doing this. I do this because I want to help others. I know there's more people out there that have pain like I do, or whatever the case may be, but you're sharing that story with them and telling them why you're doing it versus telling them what you're doing. You're not like, well, I go around and I share this Biohack and Activate page with people and then they watch it and then I follow up with them. No, you're telling them why you're doing something, that you want to help others, or you want to stay home with your children, or you want you needed some financial, more income. And so that's why you're doing it. So that's why you share your story, because it's telling them why. You're going to have a couple different types of stories. You might have a short story. And I probably have 2 or 3 stories that I share. And it depends on when the conversation comes up and when I share it. And I'll share a couple of those the way I shared my story with you a little bit later. But there might be a longer story too. I was working with a distributor today and we talked about her longer story. That story might be something that you are sharing in front of the room when you're presenting. So sometimes that longer story isn't, you don't need to share that like the first time you talk to somebody. You just want to give them a little bit of information about why you're doing this, how it's helping you, but not necessarily all the fine details. My recommendation to you is write your story down. I'm going to go through the steps. These steps are in our roadmap, and they're on our Facebook page under the training and the units or learning. And Sherry's going to go over that with you tonight, and she will show you where to find that. But there is a nice little worksheet that you can use to as a guideline to share in your story. So when you find that, print it out, write down your story, and it'll change several times before you find the right one, and that's completely fine. Practice it. Practice it in front of a mirror. Practice it in front of your dog or your children. They love to be their champion there for you. And then put it into action. That's why you're practicing it, so you feel comfortable with it, right? So here is a copy of the sharing your story. Your story starts with your background and goes to your pain point, which I talked about earlier. A solution, and then the future. So I'm going to break this down, but this is what it'll look like on the Facebook page under the learning or the units. This is what it's going to look like, and I want you to print this out or write it down. If you don't have a printer, write it all down and then write out each step of this. Okay, so we're going to go break this down to each step. So your background is who you are. If you're a nurse, if you're a teacher, if you're a stay-at-home mom, who you are and what you're known for. Okay, so you might be that mom, that volunteer mom that stays at home, but she's always busy and into doing volunteering and stuff. But whatever you're known for or your occupation, that is what your background is. And right now it might be that you say it's what I'm doing now, which is my job or whatever the case may be. Like, but for instance, for me, it's like my background I was a registered nurse. I'm retired now, but I am a registered nurse, but now I do LifeVantage full time. So that's a little bit different story when you're not doing another occupation at this time. So you can say, I used to be a nurse, or I used to be a teacher. And now this is what I do. So that's your background, is where you come from and how people know you and know you the most. The second part of this is your pain. So what did you not like about where you were? So maybe it was the fact that you didn't ever get to see your children. Maybe it was the fact you never had extra money to spend. Maybe it was the fact that you worked such long hours that you were tired all the time. Maybe it was the fact you didn't have any time to do anything other than work and come home and sleep, and that's all you did. So what is your pain, and how can you relate to other people? And all those things that I just mentioned are ways that you can relate to other people. Everybody's super busy. You might have been busy when you started this business and you didn't even think that you could ever do something like this, but that busy person needs to hear that. Say, when I was introduced to this, I was super busy. I didn't have time to fit anything else in my life, I didn't think. And then this is what happened. And then you tell the rest of your story. But so your pain has to be something that can relate to somebody. This is where that emotion comes in. It might have been a physical pain. Your story might start, especially if you started as a customer and then you decided to become a distributor, your story might have started as pain, your physical pain that you were suffering from. That is your pain, and you're going to tell them what happens, why you decided to become a distributor after that. So that is your pain. Just find a point that can relate to other people. It might be somebody that's in debt. It might be somebody that has their own business that you don't even think about approaching, but because they have their own business and they're successful, but that person might be suffering because they don't have any time to themselves. They don't have any retirement saved up, and all they're doing is working. So think about those different types of people and what your story is and how you could relate to them. A solution. So how did you fix that? How did that pain you have and in being introduced to this company, this product, this these people, this business, how did it fix your problem? How did you find a solution? Maybe it was your health again, like I said before. Maybe it's your finances, or maybe it was just your future. You don't have to, you don't have to worry about retirement now because I have residual income, and that might be your solution. Your future, that's the final thing you're going to talk about. What are you excited about? I'm excited because I'm going to be able to help a ton of people do what I'm doing, which is building some residual income for my family and also helping people with their health, right? That's what most of us join and do this for, is to help people with their health. So let them know that this is why I'm excited. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing right now, is because I know in the future there's more people out there that need to hear this opportunity just like I did. Most people that you introduce this to are not looking for an opportunity. They're not looking for something else to do. They're busy enough. So share with them why you're excited about sharing this with others, and so that they know that this is something that anybody can do, even if they're busy. And the future is looking bright because we have products that are going to change so many people's health and wellness. So that is the 4 steps. So when you're putting together your story, you're going to want to touch on each one of those. Talk about your background, talk about your pain point, talk about your solution and what you see the future looking like for you right now. Okay? Okay, so we do have some storytellers on the line. I'm going to go ahead and share with you. I have a really short story that I'm going to share with you because sometimes this is what starts the conversation, okay? I am a nurse. I talk about the product probably more than I do the business because that's what I saw as a big potential for me being a nurse and wanting to stay being a nurse and helping others with their health. I have a short story that I just share with people. And what I say is when somebody says, well, so what do you do then? Then I just say, I used to take care of sick people. I took care of a lot of sick people for probably about 20 years of my life. And now I'm able to help people with their health. I see such an opportunity here. And these products were shared with me 6 years ago. And I was blown away by what these products do. And now I'm so excited for the future because I know people need to hear about these products and nobody knows about them. They're life-changing. They're activating our body. It's a new science. And I'm just super excited to share this with other people. And sometimes I leave it at that and they're just kind of like, okay, wait a minute. Tell me more. And, I'm not giving them a ton of information, but they're curious. So what are you doing then? And then that's when you can get into the conversation of, well, I have a website if you want to jump on and look at that, and then I'll touch base with you tomorrow. So just sharing just a little bit about your background. I told them where I came from. What my pain was is that I take care of sick people. That's all I've done all my life. I'm a nurse, but I take care of sick people. And what I see now, what my solution is, these products that are the solution to so many people's health problems and their illnesses. And so what I'm excited about is I can share this with others and help people like I did as a nurse, only I feel like it's something I'm doing more of by helping them with products that are more on the preventative line. So like I said, that's just a very short story that I share most of the time. And that's how the conversation starts with me, is something very simple like that. And the conversation, if I'm looking at somebody that's asking me, more questions, I get into more detail. But that is basically the start of my conversations. So I'm going to turn it over. The first person we're going to have share their story is Armeshia Onken. She goes by Misha, and she is very excited to share her story. She is very passionate. She actually is going to probably share 2 stories with us, aren't you today, Misha? Are you unmuted, or do you want me to unmute you?
I got it.
Okay, perfect. And let me stop my share here and let you take it away. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so the first story I'm going to share is more of the product story. I'll just kind of start off with talking to people, and I start with like my family's history. I'm always looking for natural and preventative and proactive healthcare, even though we're a pretty healthy family. When LifeVantage landed in my lap, the science was mind-blowing and had me saying yes to all the products right away. I'm so grateful and so thankful I did, because I truly feel these products have saved my son's life and gave us our hope back, and even gave us a little bit of financial freedom that we didn't know we needed or actually wanted. So that's my story that I tell when I'm telling people about the product. Sorry, kind of a little bit emotional, but when I talk about the business side of it, I usually start off with, I'm a stay-at-home mom of 3 very, very busy kids. My husband and I own 3 businesses, and I had a photography company. We really didn't want or need for anything. We were very, very comfortable in life. We were honestly busy, and we really just didn't need another business to take our time. In the beginning, I was not into this business at all. I didn't want to do it. And I really wasn't interested. But then I saw I could be a part of something so much bigger than myself. I could help so many more people, and I could offer them that same hope that was reinstilled in us, and I could offer them better health. I could help them take back their time and financial freedom. In doing that, I was able to close my photography business because I was tripling the income and spending time with my kids, that if I was doing my traditional business, I wasn't getting to go see their activities. I wasn't getting to take them to work with me. This has given me so much time freedom. I am so excited for the future because I hope to help my husband get a little bit of time freedom, and really help others change their lives on so many different levels. And that's kind of my business story.
Awesome, Mish. That is very amazing. That is great, guys. Listen to that passion. And it has been a very good story for Misha, and it has helped her family in so many ways. And someday you'll be hearing the details of that story, because, and don't you want to know now that you've heard her talk like that, don't you want to know? And that's exactly what she's doing. She's helping people understand what it is and what she's passionate about. But without that passion that she just shared, they're not going to really want to know anything more. But she's got that passion, and she wants to help others, and people want to know how it's helped her family. So they're going to ask her more questions. Awesome job. I love it. Okay, my next storyteller is Cindy Henkel. I'm going to unmute you, Cindy. And, oh, why is it not working? All right. I can't hear you yet. Hold on. I don't know why it's not working on my end. Can you try? There you go. Yeah, there you go.
You hear me then?
Yep, we can hear you. Go ahead and tell us your story.
Okay. Hi, I'm Cindy Henkel, and I originally heard about LifeVantage from a friend of mine, and that her sister-in-law was a distributor for it. And she said she was getting a lot of help from her health issues with high cholesterol and those type of things. And she told me about it for a few months until I decided to call Kim. Kim Conrad is my group leader, whatever I'm trying to say. I'm nervous. I haven't done this before, or whatever I'm trying to say. But so I started to take a look at it, and I talked with Kim one night, and I had several health issues. I have fibromyalgia and psoriatic arthritis that I was feeling that I could maybe get help from, and it has helped them. I have got great improvement with both of them, and feeling better all the time. So that's I'm so excited that I feel so much better and I have more energy. And why I decided to get into it because I wanted to see so many other people get help with or see the things that I'm seeing. My husband is now on it too, and he is seeing improvement in different areas of his health. So it's pretty exciting, and it's fun to pass it on to other people and share the story of how it's helped me. And I also work with adults with intellectual disabilities, and I would like to get it help for them. I have reached out to a couple of the parents that I know fairly well to see if it could help some of their children. But anyways, I'm just excited about what the future brings with this company and as I get further into it. Yeah.
Awesome job, Cindy. Thank you very much for sharing your story. Cindy is having great success. She's enrolled. She's one of our top customer enrollers right now. So she's been sharing that passion of how this product's helped her. So thank you very much, Cindy. And
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you, you too. And next presenter is Shauna Mucklow. She's going to share her story.
Hi, guys. Oh my gosh, guys, I love listening to you two ladies. Thank you so much. Sherry, you did a great job telling your story in the beginning, too. And Bridget, I love your short, sweet story. What Bridget did is that is such a good way, compelling way to lead into a conversation. And I love that you shared it that way, Bridge. So when somebody asks me what kind of, I have two stories. When somebody asks me what kind of products, you know, what I get a lot right now being in the business for, 3.5 years, I get a lot of questions like, what do you do? Okay. What do you take? What is that activator, or what is life activated? Because I use pound life activated on all of my Facebook posts. So I get that a lot. And I said, you know what? It's a product that is activating my body. I started taking it at 36. When I saw the video that my doctor shared with me, I knew I was going to take the product every single day for the rest of my life. And whoever would have thought that I could have better sleep, more energy, no allergies, and no more brain fog when I didn't even know that I had all those things at 36, and I feel way better at 39. That's my short, sweet product story. And when somebody asks me and I start telling them my business story, guys, my business story is this. Most people know, but I've been an entrepreneur for all my life, 16 years now. And what Greg and I found ourselves when LifeVantage kind of dropped in our laps, we found ourselves kind of just going through the motions, meaning we'd found ourselves pretty successful, but we were really, really busy, and we kind of saw ourselves not really enjoying life so much, meaning we were living life, but not living life. You know what I mean? Like not really living life. We were just going through it. And when we kind of looked at it, we thought to ourselves, could we keep this pace, or do we even want to keep this pace up for the next 20 years of our life? And the answer that we were telling ourselves was no. And so when this got dropped in our lap, we were like, well, shoot, we're going to take these products every day for the rest of our lives. Why wouldn't we jump in and see if this is what everything that we hoped life could look like? This could all be wrapped up into one. And I will tell you, I didn't even know, I tell people this all the time, I didn't even know that that financial freedom and time freedom could belong in the same sentence. I think we all hope. I definitely hoped that it could. And that's what I was always working for as an entrepreneur, but I was just getting on a faster hamster wheel. That's all that was happening to me. And everything that's happened with this company couldn't have been bigger blessing to us, because I'm here to tell you that it's given us choices. And now that's what we're so excited for the future is we cannot wait to show people that it's possible and that they can have choices in their health, their time, and their finances. That's what the future holds for us, helping more people.
That is awesome. So see, I hope you notice the variety of stories here. And this is why it's so important that we share our stories, because everybody's is unique and everybody out there needs to hear these stories. Because if you hear Shauna's stories that's not very similar to yours, you know that person exists out there and you're able to just share this with more. Your eyes are open to more people that need this opportunity. A lot of people wouldn't go looking for Shauna because she's already successful, right? But she didn't know she had that pain. So I just love listening to people's stories. And I'm hoping tonight that you guys caught a little bit and would help you build your story. So my suggestion to you is to go write your story if you haven't. And if you have, maybe it's time to redo it and look through the steps of what you need to put in there to put that emotion in it. So I'm going to turn this over to Jeremy. He's going to tell you why he's so excited about the business and where we're at right now. And Jeremy, are you on there? Where are we at? Are you there, Jer?
Yeah, can you see me?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, I'm dealing with our dog. So I had to get Lauren to get him. So anyways, hey, listen, I don't know why I got to finish up. I'm telling you, you gals just killed it. I'm telling you. Wow, that was a crazy great call. So listen, so much information, so much great things going on. I'm telling you, I'm so excited about where the team's going. This is really exciting. I thank everybody that let me, Bridget or Shauna or us, to let me finish this call, because I'm telling you, I can see what's going on. I can see what's going on with Life Ange. Obviously, I watch numbers. I'm a business guy. Like Bridget said, she's passionate about the products, which is great, because you know what, we're a great duo, because I'm passionate about the business. And I'm not going to be shy about it, because I'm telling you, I know through this business, I'm going to take care of a lot of people. And the stocks are up, which means our sales are up, means more people are hearing about it and more people are getting healthy. So that is unbelievably happy for me. And so that should be a good encouragement for you, but it also could be somewhat kind of a scary thing, because I'm telling you, more people are knowing about it every single day. And so make sure that we're doing what you're doing. I'm telling you, I could see it with the Dash for Cash. By the way, congratulations, Heidi. You did a great job. Everybody else that made that run. That's the thing about this. It's the daily wins that turn into weekly wins, that turn into monthly wins, that turn into yearly wins. And I'm telling you, that's the thing about this. That's the secret sauce, if you want to know what it is. It's the daily wins that win overall, all right? And so I see that, and I see the enrollments. I'm telling you, I can see the weekly enrollment list. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. And it just grows and grows and grows. And so you guys are doing a great job, I'm telling you, because listen, we do have the best products. There's not a question. It's just that nobody knows about them. And the best thing is we get to tell them about it. And we're taking advantage of that. I said, but I want to encourage you, and I encourage myself. I can encourage Bridget. I encourage everybody on this this whole journey, is that we need to do that, because I'm telling you, Kazi told me a long time ago, if you don't share it, your friends will. And I've had it happen to me, and I never thought that would happen. Okay, I never thought that would happen. So, but that's okay. The good thing is listen, we're sharing the best products in the world with one of a kind, patented. You know what I'm talking about, because you all heard of it. So, hey, listen, what I want to say is, listen, I love everything that everybody talked about tonight. Okay, especially Bridget, you went through that and you broke it down very well. I do want to throw a huge shout out for somebody. Okay, two people actually. Jamie Williams and Sarah Noman stopped by my house today. I said, this is what it's about. It's not about always the business. It's not always about the products. It's about relationships. And I want to thank those two ladies for stopping by and taking a little bit of their life and to stop and give me a hug. That was freaking awesome. I mean, that's what it's all about. So as this team and as this group, we all grow and learn together. Okay, we're going to get better together. And I'm serious. So I don't know how to end this. I know we're a little over time. I don't want to keep it, because you ladies had so much powerful information, and I didn't want to take any more of your time. So listen, let's have a good week. Like I said, you win tomorrow, you win the next day, you win the week. All right, that's how I'm going to leave it.
Awesome.
Bye, Deb. All right, see ya.
And we're going to take a couple-minute break, and then Sherry will be doing our training on the units. So we'll be back shortly.